I got married to my high school boyfriend. I was only 22 at the time. I would have liked to have waited longer, but I got pregnant. So we got married. Okay. My ex was my first boyfriend, first kiss, first sex, first everything. And I was the same for him. Okay. So about 3 years into our marriage, my husband, now ex, began to hint about spicing up our sex life as it had become rather dull. Okay. He suggested a threesome and I assumed he meant with another girl. I declined because I am really not into girls, but what he actually had in mind was another guy. Uh-uh. Turns out one of his secret kings was watching me with another man. Wow. I again declined, okay? Said I wasn't interested, but he was persistent and eventually wore me down. If I am being honest, we wanted to actually be honest so that we can know how to advise. I was a little curious, having only been with one guy my whole life. So I agreed. We found a guy online and set the whole thing up. I won't go into details on the whole event. Please don't go into details. But I had the best sex of my life that night. My ex seemed My ex seemed to enjoy himself as well, and meeting up with this guy, we will call him Tim, became a regular occurrence. So it wasn't once, we began to meet with Tim. Okay. Things were good for a while, but turned bad. Things were good for a while, but turned bad in a hurry. How do I know this is going to happen? My ex grew jealous of Tim. The same person he brought in. No, wait. My ex grew jealous of Tim, and I began to question our relationship. Eventually, my ex told me that we were done seeing Tim. And when I said I didn't want to, Auntie is now interested. That was the beginning of the end for us. We tried to make it to work for the sake of our daughter, but we were broken at the point. Oh. So now, husband man became jealous of the man he brought in himself. That means he's even a learner in this thing. He wants to eat his cake and have it. Like you started it and then you grew jealous and then you told the lady you are done. And then sister said she is not done because now she's enjoying the man. Okay. We got divorced and I ended up dating Tim for a while. But that ended when I realized we weren't really compatible outside of the bedroom. Because you are compatible in bed does not mean you are compatible in life. It's two different things. And that's why you don't mix pleasure with commitment. Pleasure and commitment are two different things. Yeah, yeah. Fast forward 3 years and I am engaged. We will call my fiancé Richard. Okay. So 3 years after she left her first husband, she was engaged to Richard. And I have not told Richard exactly what led to my divorce. He knows I left my husband for another man, but I left out the rest of it. Yeah. Okay. I am ashamed of the whole thing. I really don't want Richard to see me that way. It's not your fault. Your husband introduced you to it. He introduced you to it, and then you became more perfect in the heart than him. How is that your fault? Now she shouldn't have even complied in the first place. But now, the situation is that her husband brought her into it. Why are you not letting your fiancé now know about the whole story? Okay. Okay, I really love my fiancé. I don't think I knew what real love was until I met him. But I am terrified of what he would think of me if he knows all of my past. I am also not 100% certain my ex won't let any of this slip out. Hey, see, this kind of contract, don't go on it with anyone, not even your partner, not even husband, not even wife. If your spouse, someone you're married to, suggested it for any reason at all, my dear, run. It does not end well. It does not end well. The divorce was not smooth and there have been fights over custody. Okay. My ex is also pretty jealous of Richard as well. What's his problem? My ex has photos and video of me and Tim, and I'm not sure above sending it to Richard. So that's why I should just tell Richard. Just let, that's my whole view. Let Richard know any relationship that will last cannot thrive on secrecy like this. You can't hide an important information like this because it is not in your position to guide that information. You're not the only person involved. It can be leaked anytime. So if Richard wants to accept you, if he really loves you, he's going to fight for you, he's going to still hold on to you, even despite what your first husband has put you through. He has not yet, but he has threatened it when we fought. Can you say? So it's just better and that you open up to your new husband. I am in a bind and need some advice. Well, I would like to hear from you if you watched to this point. What do you think she should do? Someone said here in the comment section, don't volunteer any information on the events that led to your divorce. But if Richard asks questions, be honest about it. Not telling and hiding are two different things. Really? Really? Okay. So this person said, so you are planning on spending the rest of your life with this man. If you can't be fully honest with him, then you should not be marrying him. I totally agree. You should be totally honest with him. What's marrying? Be totally honest. So there's an update to this story, which I'm going to share later. If I see that you guys are interested in listening to the updated version, the updates on this story. But let me hear your view. Should she have complied to threesome in the first place because it was suggested by her husband to spice up their marriage? How do you think married couples should spice up? Do you think pornography is even a thing for married couple to watch so that they can be gingered and so that they can, what do you think? I would like to hear from you. So thank you for watching this episode. I'm going to see you in the next one. Make sure you stay around on this channel. Goodbye.